everybody. This is O's wife, and I just kind of wanted to jump on and say hello to everybody and happy Friday evening. And O and I are on our way out to celebrate his mother's life, who left us 1 year ago today. A wonderful woman, set in her ways and very stubborn, but but a wonderful woman. We love her and we miss her every day. She was with O and I the last
year and a half
of her life, and we wouldn't trade those memories for anything. So
even as tough as it was sometimes, because my mom was so stubborn, man, I mean, there were times where we would argue about something, and I mean, I lost patience a few times and said some things that weren't necessarily nice. Like, there was this one time my mom was wanting to buy some decorations for the house, and I told her we didn't need it because I wasn't going to put it up anyway, and we fought over it for a little bit, and I finally told her stop buying all that crap, and I hurt her feelings, and you know, we talked it over and got over it later, but yeah, there's times where sometimes I couldn't sugarcoat everything the way I often do, and so, but I would love to have an argument like that again if she was still here. But yeah, we're gonna go have Mexican food. That was something that we always did as a family. I still can remember the booth that we would sit at Lamex, because they had a dining room area, and then they had the area near the bar that was the smoking section. And even though my grandmother didn't smoke, my mom did, and the booth that we always sat at for those types of things was in the bar area. And when you'd go inside the door, there would be a little stairs, and the bar would be on the right. There would be some open tables and then some booths on the left-hand side in the corner. And that was one of the places that we would prefer to sit, was this large booth that was like one of those horseshoe-shaped bench seats. And I can still remember today. Of course, it helps that Lamex had the best salsa that I've ever tasted. One of my friends, I used to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I married a nerd.
Even as an adult, I would do that.
Yeah, I married a nerd.
Once a week, my friends would come over, and I'd buy soda, pizza, and usually I'd stop at Lamex and get a pound of chips and a pint of salsa. And one of my friends, his name's Mark, would eat that so much that after a couple weeks, I had to start buying 2 pints of salsa, because he'd just tear through it. And he was like, I don't know what they put in this. I think they put in crack, because I can't stop. And like, I probably would have bet money that if nobody looked in his direction, he might have just drank it straight out of the cup, because it was something that he just tear into. I mean, he was a little guy too, but he would put some salsa and chips away. It was hilarious.
It was really good salsa. I enjoyed Lamex the times that we got to go when I was living in Alaska, but they kind of went under, I think, after we left. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still open. I mean, it's been 15 years since we've been there.
Yeah, long time.
So they might not be open. There were a number of other Mexican restaurants that actually had better food and a different variety of food, but Lamex was just, a family tradition. For a long time, I even still had a margarita glass that had their logo from back in like the 80s or 90s or something.
We still have that. It's just in a shed.
Yeah. And that's how far back that our family was going there. Down here in the area where we are now, it's a lot harder to find a good place that serves consistent quality. Kandela Grill, which is where we're going tonight, seems to do a decent job. But it's still, hopefully it'll feel like the family tradition.
I'm sure it'll be great, and once we get there and grab a menu and stuff, we'll let you guys see what's going on with us.
Yeah.
Hello everybody, we made it to the restaurant and we are looking at the menu. They have so many choices here, it's just kind of hard to pick out what we want. There's all. And here's his margarita to toast his mom. And I think we're just kind of figuring out what we're going to have right now. I can see they have so many choices.
It all looks really good.
It all does look really good.
It all looks really good.
I think I'm just going to go with it. I think I'm just going to go with the nachos and the chimichanga. I think I want the chimichanga. So,
And a monster chimichanga?
no, just an a la carte chimichanga I think will be good for me. But we did get, or I got, the large to-go cheese dip, so I can add some to my food. Anyway, when we order and get our food, we will be back with you. Okay guys, we got our food. And
Looks really
O
good.
is like about to rip into it, but here's what he got.
That is a big burrito.
I'm not sure what it is, but
It's a burrito around
okay.
and see, compared to my fork, it's bigger than my fork, so that's a pretty big burrito.
And he
Here's
got
my
the
poblano,
in honor of his
like
mother.
a chile relleno.
I got a chimichanga and some beef nachos, and of course refried beans. So, and I've been eating this cheese dip, and he's been having salsa. But that's what we're having right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And after we get done eating, we will come back and let you know, probably from the car because we're getting weird looks in here. So,
Yeah. I don't know, it's part of the area that people don't like it when you film
yeah,
stuff.
there's probably a lot of wanted people here.
Very well could be.
Anyway, we'll let you know what we thought about everything.
Thank you.
Okay, people. We're out of the restaurant, which there it is right there. Pretty building. But, and the food.
It was really good.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna just try to step around it. It was really good. I really liked the salsa. Kathy got a large cheese dip. We got it to go because we knew we were gonna want to take it home. And we both feel like if you order it in a to-go container, you get a little bit more than what you would get if they bring it to the table in a bowl. So we do that, so we get a little bit more cheese dip to take home for the next day or later that night or whatever it is. But it was really good. I had a poblano with cheese, covered in cheese sauce, and it was battered and fried. And it's definitely one of the best poblanos I ever had. And the texture of the batter was just right. It wasn't too crisp, not like a chip, but it wasn't too soft. It was somewhere in between, but at the right spot. And the flavor of it was really good. And, a poblano made correctly, it can be hard to do because a lot of Mexican restaurants cannot get it right. And this place did a great job. My grandma and mom would have been.
Okay, I was going to say the poblano was his grandmother's and mother's favorite Mexican dish. I mean, every place we went, they'd say, "Oh, I think I might try something different," but that wasn't going to happen.
If it said chile relleno, they were like, yeah. That's what I'm going to have.
Yeah, so they were honored by that.
So that was like their gold standard item. And I ordered a burrito arandas, and it had beef and chicken and some other stuff in a shell. It had Mexican rice or Spanish style rice and a little salad with some guac and some sour cream.
And pico.
Yeah. Which Kathy doesn't like because she doesn't like cilantro, the taste of it.
I have that gene that makes cilantro taste like dishwashing liquid to me.
Yeah.
So.
And if you have that gene, you know what we're talking about. I don't have that gene, so I love salsa and pico de gallo. But we're at Aldi's. We're fixing to go in to look for a turkey, and I'm dropping my wife off at the door. We got a 21.9 ounce turkey, and Aldi's had a range. They had two sizes, but on the bigger size, it was 16 to 22 pounds, and we got the biggest one that they had. And it's really hard to get anything really over 20 pounds. Seems like the last couple of years it's been hard to do that, but with the turkey prices going up and then talking about shortages, we were like, let's just go ahead and get it. And it's a butterball, which I think are my favorite turkeys, and there's a butterball plant right nearby, so it's doesn't get transported as far to get here.
It's
so
just
hopefully,
outside of town.
yeah.
Actually, it's not. It's still within the city limits, but
yeah. So hopefully it's as fresh as possible, as fresh frozen as possible. But I think the flavor of butterballs are a little bit better than most other brands.
And we got it for $1.39 a pound, which is a really good price.
Yeah.
For right now, I mean, I know it'll go down to 89 cents a pound, but that's okay.
Did you
we
want
have our turkey.
Coffee?
A Starbucks coffee?
Yeah.
Of course I do.
All right, we're gonna stop by Starbucks.
Okay, we're gonna stop by Starbucks and get a Starbucks coffee. And I was gonna tell you guys that my dinner was really good. I had the beef and cheese nachos and the chimichanga, which I only had a couple bites of the chimichanga because I'm sure you guys can tell that I have a cold, so I'm really not tasting a lot right now. I'm tasting it, but it's just kind of off. So even though everything tasted really good, it don't take a lot to fill you up because it doesn't seem to taste like it should. But anyway, hopefully in a few days it'll be gone. So I brought my leftovers home and I'll have those tomorrow afternoon while O has a kale salad.
With chicken or beef?
Excuse me. But anyway, I'm going to get up here and use my phone to order our Starbucks. Thank you for sharing your night with us, sharing our night with you. We just wanted to just remember O's mom in a really nice way that we're sure she would have enjoyed, and I think we did that. So thank you guys.
I feel a lot better.
And I would rather see a smile on his face than a sad,
grumpy frown.
No, not a frown, just a really sad look. And mopey, yeah, good word.
Yeah, I was being very mopey the last couple days, but I feel really good right now. So
I didn't mean to take over. I didn't mean to take over his channel for today. Just park right there so we can order my thingy. That way I can order it how I like it without having to stumble.
And talk to the people because they are always like, what? Yeah. What?
So anyway, like I was saying, thank you guys for joining us. And please, if you enjoyed this video, which I hope you did,
hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe.
And we're going to do more videos like this where we go places and show you menus and enjoy a dinner and then, talk about what we're doing other than just diet stuff. I mean, that's going to be his main focus, but I really think we need to broaden our horizons.
Not easy to do.
Yeah. But thank you guys. You all have a nice night, and I'm sure I won't get to speak with you again, so have a really good weekend. And if you don't mind, keep us in your thoughts and prayers.
Thank you.